Cycling your athlete through different stages of training is important because this can be a component that sets them apart from other athletes, or sets your team apart from other programs. So when athletes are participating in multiple stages of training, they're able to progress and move on in their training and build off of each level. So each level essentially helps the other. Athletes are just not able to jump right in. You don't want to have a novice athlete immediately start with the weights, start with the 20s and stuff like that. They do need to build a baseline. That way they're able to have proper form. If they can lift the weights, you will be able to tell if they have any deficiencies, any areas that you specifically need to focus on. And that way, by completing each cycle, they are prepared for the next cycle, because each cycle builds off each other and will increase their training performance. So by being engaged in each of the different cycles, the athlete or whoever you're working with will be able to take their performance to the next level. Like I said earlier, this could set your athlete apart from other athletes, even on their team or opposing programs that you are in competition with. It'll also give them the upper hand when training. A good sports program needs strength training to carry out all the different stuff that they are doing. Also, cycling, you can manipulate this, and if you're working with periodization, depending on when the specific sports season starts, you can either have a long-term cycling period or short-term, depending on if you've got a whole year to train, if you've got a few months, if you've got weeks. There's different ways you can use a cycling training period. So during competition season, the training does look a little different. Here you're trying to maintain what you have built during the different cycles that you've previously completed. So as you were training multiple times per week, now you've added practices and games. So the training frequency will go down. And you're really not trying to build here. You're really just trying to hone in on what you've already mastered, and you want to, I would say, I'm forgetting the word. You would want to, I would say, clean up the skills that they've learned. Here you become more sport specific. You can work on stuff like that, like sport specific movements. So like I said earlier, frequency, volume will go down during competition phase. This is to help make sure we are avoiding fatigue and overtraining and reducing the risk of injury during this important phase. So some of the stuff you can do during each phase: stability, you can do marching hip bridges, supine toe taps, body weight, really low weight, strength phase, squats, deadlifts, push press. Here you'll increase the weight, building muscle, and then once you get to power, you can do kettlebells, hang cleans, power cleans, squat jumps, anything that will produce a high amount of power.